Alright, yo, what is up? It's your boy back again with another deck profile. We're actually going to be doing a leader who is not released yet, and that is our homegirl Bulma, the OG from Dragon Ball. She was chilling with Goku, and now she's here in the game. So let's get into this deck.
You can't go. I am going. You can't. I am. Sorry about this, Bulma. Krillin, you put me down! I have every right to be in here! Let go of me now!
So on the front side, guys, very simple. I'm not going to go too in depth because it's easy to understand and you guys can see it. But basically her permanent allows all red and yellow Saiyan and Earthling cards in your battle area to gain blocker. Activate main, you draw one card. Awaken, untap 2 energy. When you're at 4 or less, flip this card over. Very simple. Backside, same permanent, all red and yellow. Saiyan and Earthling cards in your battle area, gain blocker, and then activate main, draw 2 cards. So let's get into the deck and why I'm doing this video. So first up, I want to talk about homegirl right here. Her name is Heroic Duo Vito. She's super nice. Basically you negate the attack and then you play this card. It's one of those nice battle cards where you can negate, play, and then combo with it. It's a nice combo piece, but that was how it worked before this leader, and now we got this leader right here, which makes it a blocker because she is an Earthling and she is red. So you get to negate the attack, play this card from your hand, and then you can potentially use her as a blocker to defend another attack from your opponent. I think this card right here is super special in this deck just because of the fact that she can do both of those things in one turn for 1 energy. Of course, there's a lot of cards out there that will minus power and KO this card very easily, but I think just having that potential to do both in 1 turn can catch people off guard, and it can save you a lot of the time in different games. So I think this card right here is super nice in this Bulma deck. So next up, we're going to talk about Son Goku, The Adventure Begins. So we play him with like 2 or 3 Dragon Balls in the deck, just because in this deck you're going to be drawing a lot and you're going to be dropping cards to defend or attack, and I think having 0 cost 5,000 boost or 10,000 boost when it's a skillless card is super nice in this deck. So yeah, this guy allows you to grab those Dragon Balls from your drop area or your deck and add them to your hand. The second effect, you cannot use it because your leader has to be black, but that's okay. We just play him for the Dragon Ball effect. So yeah, the reason why we play both of those is in combination with familial bonds. Familial bonds is, if your leader is a red card, then you can choose a red Saiyan from your drop area with energy cost of 3 or less, 15,000 power or less, and play it. And if you did, then you can choose 2 Dragon Balls from your deck and add them to your hand. So that's super nice in combination with these 2 cards right here, because you grab a Saiyan from your drop area and then you grab the Dragon Balls, and then you're able to use the Dragon Balls and then grab them back with this guy right here. So that's super nice, and then that works really well in combination with Fearless Pan right here, because if you're going super aggressive or whatever it is and you want to play Fearless Pan to boost everything including your leader up with 5k and double strike, then you can familial bonds into Fearless Pan for 2 energy easy, and then it's a barrier blocker, which is super nice, and everything on your field that is red gains double strike and 5k, so that's super nice right there. So these cards right here are 5 cards that I want to mention right away, just to show you guys some ideas that we can potentially brew up for this leader. And then now I'm gonna get into like the main engine of this deck that I have thought of. So basically I got a lot of love for these guys right here, the Earthlings. They were putting in work for me back when they first came out. I actually made a deck profile for it way back. You guys can go check it out. It's on Pan, basically using these cards right here. So if you guys are not familiar with this engine right here, the way it works is basically you want to get these guys to be KO'd so that you're able to play other cards. So you would play him first, obviously he's a blocker, and then your opponent attacks or they KO him, and then you're able to play this guy from your drop area, and you play him in rest mode. And then the reason why these guys are better in this deck is because now this guy has blocker, right? So it allows you, because he's an Earthling, it allows you to actually use him as a blocker and force your opponent to KO him, rather than like them playing around it and stuff like that. Like when I would play this deck before, this was one downfall of this deck, just the fact that you can't force your opponent to kill it. Like, you can leave it open in rest mode, but that doesn't mean they're gonna attack it and set off your little chain right here. So now that she gives him blocker, it makes it a lot more viable. So yeah, when this guy gets KO'd, you can choose one Son Gohan from your drop area and play it in rest mode. So you would usually want to go for this guy right here, and then you can activate his main, and basically you put all three of these guys, this guy from your battle area and these guys from your drop area, at the bottom of your deck, and then you're able to play this guy from your drop area or your deck, and it gains 5,000 and double strike, and that's super nice. And you're basically doing all that for one energy, which is why I really like this engine, because it's very cheap, and it can be like very quick depending on if you're able to get your opponent to kill the cards necessary to play it. So yeah, this engine is nice. It allows you to be aggressive and allows you to do different things. Baba, she gets all three of those guys of your choice and puts them in the drop area when you play her, and then she's also a blocker because she is an earthling. So this leader right here changes the game because she gives all these cheap cost cards blockers, and it allows you to, you know, play these cards for one energy, draw, get hand advantage, and then have a blocker on the field to stop your opponent from attacking you, which is super nice. And I think she has a lot of potential to do a lot of different things. And then in this deck, you're also going to be playing this Vegeta card right here, which is basically, you get to play it if your leader is red. When a Bulma card is killed in your battle area or removed by an opponent's kill, then you can play this card from your hand for free, which is super nice. Like, you're able to play this for one energy, draw one, and then use it as a blocker. It gets KO'd, and then you're able to play Vegeta from your hand for free, and that's once per turn because it negates the skill. It negates you from playing this card for the duration of the turn, but that doesn't even matter. Draw one, use it as a blocker, play this card from your hand, and then bomb. You have a 20k double striker on the field for one energy, guys, and you get card advantage because you're drawing. It basically replaces him in your hand. So that's super nice, guys. It allows you to be semi-aggressive while still defending yourself and having card advantage as well. And then this card right here is a field spell. Basically, if you have a red / yellow multicolor card in your energy, you can activate this card without paying its energy cost. So you can play it for free essentially. And then if your leader is a red Bulma card, at the end of your turn, draw 2 cards, then choose 2 cards in your hand and place them in the drop area. And you know, that's super nice because that's also another reason why we're playing 4-star balls in this deck, is that if you draw 2 and then you get a 4-star ball, or you have 2 of them in your hand, you're able to drop them, and then, you know, that doesn't really take away from anything from your hand, because you're able to grab them back with these guys right here, the Son Goku Adventure Begins. Or like, if you have too many of these cards in your hand, you can drop them. Like, it's a pretty decent card. I like what it does, but we only run one just because, like, you know, I don't want to have like a bunch of field cards in my hand and then I can't really do anything with them. So yeah, I mean, maybe you can bump it up to like 2 or 3, but the way that I have this deck right now, I would only run one of these cards right here, just because yeah, I don't want to break too much. But basically, guys, this is the deck. I'm not gonna go through like every single card in the deck and the ratios. I'll post a picture at the end of the video so you guys can see. I just wanted to explain the way that the deck works, and then have you guys, like, you know, take away what you want to take away from the video. But yeah, I'm looking forward to this leader. I'm looking forward to seeing what people come up with, and I think this leader has the potential to be like super nice. Like, I can't wait to see what like the top guys in the game come up with, like Danny and Marcel and all those guys who were like, you know, big brain with the spice. You know, hopefully they make some sick things, and hopefully this leader is like super viable. I think she is. And yeah, this is basically that, guys. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. If you did, throw a thumbs up, subscribe if you haven't, and share this video. Like, let's get the word out, guys. Let's start creating some spicy deck ideas with this leader even before it drops, so that, you know, we can turn up the tempo, turn up the heat of the game, and let everyone know that Bulma is finally in the game. Bulma is finally a leader in this game, which is a big milestone for a lot of people. And yeah, super excited. But yeah, that's it, guys. Now I'm at Amandam out. Peace.